Yeah, Mr. Kimathi is a FIA Rally Star driver who drives for the FIA Rally Star program, driving a Ford Fiesta Rally 3 and competing in the African Rally Championship and the Junior World Rally Championship. I started FIA in 2021. Was done, so I did a full season with the African Rally Championship, where I won the African Rally Championship junior title, and now I'm competing both in the African Rally Championship and the Junior World Rally Championship. My first rally was back in 2015. Unfortunately, I did not finish that rally. I was pretty young at that time. And from then on I went back in my local country, back in Kenya, did a few seasons in autocross, a few rallies there. Won my category, Division 1, back at home. Then now I graduated to the Rally Star program. My first WRC event was in Sweden this year, 2022. We managed to finish in our category 4th, so it was at the end of the day it was a very good result. So yeah, we just kept on going. We did Croatia. We were lying 4th in our category. Unfortunately, we had issues with our car on the last stage. And now we are on our way to Portugal. Yeah. The journey has been quite new. It's a new experience. Both rallies are very specific. One is on snow, one is on tarmac, which we don't have them here in the African continent. So it was a big learning curve. Portugal should be more of a gravel event, but it's not the same as we have here. So every rally is a new learning curve.
Has this been your first ARC event this year?
No, I did the ARC last year. I did a couple of rallies last year. I did the Kenya one, I did Tanzania, I did Rwanda. So yeah, and at that time, of course, there were a lot of travel restrictions, so the whole championship could not work. But this year I plan on doing all of them, except I didn't do the Ivory Coast, but I did Kenya. I've done Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, and I'm waiting to go do Tanzania.
Yeah. People say you in the WRC, so they expect too much when you came to this part of Africa. Take us out in the journey from Friday where you had the shakedown. How you would have gone there.
Yeah, okay. We expected quite a lot from this. It was relatively okay. It was quite slippery, but relatively okay. Then on Saturday morning, we've had lots of issues with our car, so we've not been able to show a lot of pace, and probably our car is not suited to this type of conditions, the muddy conditions and things like that. It's more suited maybe to drier conditions and more tighter conditions. But today, when it dried up, I think we upped the pace a little bit. So I guess maybe next year, if it's a bit dry, we can be able to come back and enjoy it. Different. Okay, every country that I go to, each driver is very different. Their cars are relatively different. The ones we have here maybe in Africa are not the same that they have in Europe, the same spec. And the drivers are different. Even the terrain is different. Here we have sunshine one time and then it's raining again, so it's very difficult even to judge what the weather is going to do and how the conditions are going to be. Here in Uganda we can see there's a lot of mud, so which is strange. In Kenya maybe it dries up quicker, in Uganda it stays like that, then it starts to rain again. So every country is different. Yeah, the Ugandan drivers are quite fast. Of course, even I saw some of them on shakedown. They are quite fast, despite the level of the cars they're driving. Maybe they're used to this terrain. So yeah, but I'm happy to have finished the event. It was very challenging. Very tough event, and maybe on to the next African Rally Championship event. We'll be traveling to Portugal. Yeah, the fans, I think Ugandan fans are the best probably in the African continent. Here in Uganda, they love a lot. Thanks to my sponsors, Kenya Airways and Safaricom, as I normally have them. They're the ones who have helped me to do all this, make all this journey, and they've been sponsoring me since last season, and they'll continue to sponsor me. Roads were very slippery, something that I've not seen before, so it was quite challenging. Yes. This one was very tricky. We had quite lots of problems yesterday, so unfortunately we could not be able to show our true pace, but today was a little bit better, so Yeah, I'm really happy. It stayed dry and I enjoyed the stages when it was dry. When it was wet, it was very, very hard, yes.
Okay, the organization? Is something about that?
I think you've really tried in terms of safety. I know you didn't do the event last year. Yeah, it did not happen last year. So I think you've made a lot of steps forward into making sure that the stages are safe and we can run them safely. For me, I didn't have any issues with safety and the organization. I'm sure there were a lot of hiccups, maybe due to the rain and some of the stages not being able to be done. But at the end of the day, it was a nice event and we really enjoyed. And the fans were really passionate and yeah.
All right.